The overall vision and mission of what Back2Back does around the world, and especially here in Mexico where we're working in Cancun, is to break the cycle of generational poverty, specifically with orphans, through holistic, deep care, become interdependent in their community, but still dependent on Jesus as contributing members of society. My roles consist of finance coordinator, maintaining the cash, as well as the Mexican-specific Factura website for government-issued receipts. Also as the coordinator of projects and things for the children's home and one of the families that we serve together with Ana. And also as the marketing manager for all of Mexico, overseeing social media, the website, blog, print and media publications, as well as interviews, events, things like that.
I also have different roles. One of them is being the captain too with Andrew, and I am in charge of the relationship with the home and the family. I am also the coordinator for the child sponsorship program that we have here. So I'm the connection between the U.S. office and Cancun. I do training for the staff, and we are implementing a new program called Children and Families in Transition. So we work with the families from the homes and the different families that we serve here. What we do through this program is to give them the tools that they need to help their kids, the kids that went through trauma.
So specifically we work with Casa Hogar San Jose. It's a Catholic-run children's home here in Cancun. I think the dream and vision is to partner with the caretakers and the people who run the home to make this into the finest institution in Mexico as far as childcare and a temporary residence can be, allowing us to make connections with the families and restore those relationships and restore the parents to the point where they're able to take their kids back in with them.
Right now what's happening in San Jose is that last week we had the Mini Olympics, and this is an event that we try to do every year. The purpose of the event is for them to do physical exercise, but also learn about the history of the Olympics and be more involved with culture and things like that. One of the success stories from San Jose would be Perla. When we started working with San Jose, all of them were doing really bad at school, but especially her. She didn't go to the next school year. We were able to get a tutor through their child sponsorship money, and now she is getting an average of B+.
So Dalila is a widow that we serve. She has 3 children, and we partner with her as well as a couple other families. Through our relationship with the government, we came to know a couple families, and they asked us to step in to prevent the family from being separated.
When we started working with them, one of Dalila's dreams, she's the mom, was to own her own house, and we were able to help her with that. She bought the land and she started the foundation for the house, and we were able to partner with her to finish the house, and right now we're just doing the surrounding wall so they feel safer.
The most rewarding thing is definitely with the kids and seeing the lives changed, and like Ana said, seeing the hope that they have, seeing the possibilities, expanding their vision. I remember when we first got here, talking to all the kids in this Catholic-run children's home, what do you want to be when you grow up? 90% of them answered that they wanted to be a nun, just because they had no vision outside of what they saw. They had no ability to dream. And just seeing the difference to now lawyer, doctor, chef, architect, I mean, it's just the list goes on. So as my role in Mexico as the marketing manager, some of the things that have been happening over the last year and a half as I stepped into that role and continue to grow in that role. It started last spring with the first ever Summit on the Orphan in Latin America. It was all in Spanish. Back2Back hosted it along with Christian Alliance for Orphans that hosts the one in the States every year as the International Summit on the Orphan. So that was the first ever one in Spanish. There were over 400 attendees, and from that we have seen tons of ripple effects. Just one of which is the nuns here that care for the girls at San Jose asking us to step in with the families. And just seeing the way that all the training that we did at that summit is rippling out, and real changes are being made in how institutions are run in Mexico and how children are cared for and how families are being reunified And just now this year in the state of Nuevo Leon, where our site in Monterrey is at, they're instituting a new foster care program, the first of its kind in all of Mexico. Back2Back is spearheading that after being asked by the government to do so. So seeing really huge steps in Mexico, not only at the government level, but at the children's home level and the caretaker level. Also publishing a new full magazine this year, all about working to activate the local church and local people as volunteers who can mentor these kids and disciple them and come alongside them on a week-to-week basis. We as a staff of Back2Back are limited in how we can use our time and how our time resources are spent. And we literally need an army to truly impact one-on-one every child we work with. And God is providing that through local churches and local volunteers and the national people here. We truly believe that when people come alongside us through prayer and finances, that they are literally placing their hand on this city. They're literally coming alongside each child that we serve as a part of our ministry, because without them, we wouldn't be able to be here. And through their prayer and their financial resources, they allow us to be here to do this every day. They allow for the sustainability of this site. And this has been the first year where we've really been able, for the last 7 months, January through July, to focus without worrying about finances. Last year, we were short a lot, and we went home in the fall to fundraise, and we had to raise a very, very large amount of money. And we were so stressed out about it. We were sick, and we basically got to the point where it's like, all right, God, either you want us there or you don't. And from here on out, we're good with whatever you want, but if you want us there, you're gonna have to help us raise this money. You're gonna have to provide these funds. And he provided more than what we needed, more than the number that we thought was absolutely impossible to raise in 1 month. Most of all, we're just so thankful for each and every person that comes alongside of us and supports us, sends us little emails, little notes, every little thing, every little bit of information we get from home, or a little phone call or an iMessage or a Skype call. Those things just mean so much, and they build into our lives and allow us to continue to pour out into those who are here to serve.